I own Buddy's Chance Dog Training, and I started it about 2 years ago. I was a lawyer until then and didn't like the practice of law, and I had been helping people with their dogs and their problems for a lot of years before that, and decided that was my passion. So I left law to open Buddy's Chance. And now we have a location. Initially I just helped people with their dogs in their home and did private consults and things, and now we have this new location, our big training center behind you, where we do group classes, and we do doggy daycare now, so we get to do a lot more with the new training center open.
Mental stimulation is very important for pet dogs and very often overlooked. We tend to just leave them on their own, and then they come up with their own things to entertain themselves, and those usually aren't things that we would have chosen for them. So they've come up with a lot of really fascinating interactive feeding toys and other types of toys that dogs can play with. Most of the things here on this table are interactive feeding. This is a squeaky toy. Well, it was a squeaky toy. There it is, like a duck, and a plush. Now this is what we call a bully stick, and it's just a chew toy. But the rest of these, this is a chew toy as well. These are like little flat discs of rawhide that screw on to this thing here. So the dog has to work really, really hard to get it off because it's close to this and it's covered up by the bone. So they have to really work to get those off. Now the rest of these are feeding toys. This is a squirrel dude. It's basically a hollow toy that you can put kibble in. It has these little prongs which keep the kibble from just falling right out. So the dog has to really bounce it around and work on it to get the stuff out. This is called a molecuball. It's well used, as you can see, and it's basically just a hollow toy. The food comes out a little bit easier. What makes it difficult is the shape, because it doesn't roll real easily. This is a busybody. Well, I guess most of these are busybody toys. This is the twist and treat. You can unscrew it, put stuff in the middle here, and then screw it back down to the level of difficulty that you need for your dog. It also has these little holes on the top that you could stuff with peanut butter or canned dog food or cream cheese or whatever interests you or your dog. This is a football that I found a few days ago, and it's got barriers going in different directions so that the kibble has to, go through it in kind of a convoluted way. So the dog has to really roll it around and bounce it around to get anything out of it. What's it called? A snack and roll. And this is a tug-a-jug, the latest and greatest for most of us. My dog's been eating out of these kind of things since he was 9 weeks old, so he's a real expert, especially with columns and stuff. But this has a little twist. This screws off and you put the kibble in, and they have to actually manipulate this rope to get the kibble up. They can't just, roll it around and lift it up and drop it like they do with things like squirrel dudes. So they have to actually learn to manipulate the rope, which is pretty cool. And then this is a Kong, which was the first of all of these toys. The Kong and the Buster Cube were the two that came out earliest, I think, and they're still both great, tried and true toys. This is stuffed with cheese at the very bottom, so you put something really delicious at the bottom so that the dog has an incentive to get down there. And then I have some canned dog food in here. And then sometimes I'll put kibble, or I'll put little tortellinis or whatever I happen to have around. And then there's some layer of peanut butter and more dog food. It's primarily dog food, so it isn't too rich, but it's got enough goodies in there to keep him interested. So you want to see a little demo? Jimmy Joe? Jimmy Joe? Sit. Roll over. Roll over. Thank you. That wasn't the prettiest roll over. There.
And Jimmy Joe is one of our demo dogs who helps us in our classes.
Go!